Shaky way to start the week. Good afternoon. Welcome to Friends at 5. I'm J.R. Berry.
And I'm Darcy Strickland. More than 20 earthquakes have reverberated in the Midlands since late December. The most recent happened last night in Kershaw County.
Yeah, woke residents up in several Midlands counties. There are so many questions as to why this is happening. Our Walker Lawson spoke with the director of the South Carolina Seismic Network about what's going on.
Loud booms echoed through communities in the middle of the night across Kershaw, Lexington, and Richland counties as the earth shifted. People in the area experienced yet another earthquake as residents like Sydney Reynolds woke up from the loud sounds.
So I had just fallen asleep and then I woke up to a big boom and it just sounded like thunder and it lasted about 10-ish seconds or so.
Scott White, University of South Carolina geology professor and director of the South Carolina Seismic Network, says more people heard it thanks to the time it occurred.
Heard in the middle of the night, and it's a very quiet time. It's a very shallow earthquake. Tend to hear those earthquakes pretty well.
White says it was a loud event, but also shallow, something they are studying now thanks to the recent installation of a seismometer in the area.
And so we install these machines. They're very sensitive to shaking in the ground. They're based on the same kinds of accelerometers or acceleration devices that you might have in your cell phone, except they're many times more sensitive to any sort of shaking. And then we try to get them as deep as we can into the earth to couple them better to the solid rock. Won't shake around like a lot of jelly, like loose sediments might during an earthquake. And so we typically have to go out and we dig a hole and pour cement in it and then put that seismometer there and level it very carefully. And we put out solar panels and all of that stuff too to keep it powered.
White says they're looking to understand why this is happening and if it will continue.
We don't view this whole sequence as a event with aftershocks, but rather a whole sequence of little earthquakes that are progressively relieving the stress within the Earth's crust over this period of time. When enough stress gets relieved, we will see the end of this series of events. That the ongoing seismic sequence doesn't reflect abnormal seismic behavior. This one is a bit longer than most, but it could continue for several more months or maybe a year.
In Elgin, I'm Walker Lawson, News 19, WLTX.